Good afternoon. Today I'd like to talk about some sales department communication silos and the solution we found that we think will best resolve them. As you know, the department is currently set up into two product lines, industrial and retail. Our industrial sales focus on industrial machinery such as construction and agriculture equipment and forklifts, people movers such as RV and bus, amusement parks and amusement ride manufacturers, and emergency vehicles such as ambulances and fire trucks. Our industrial sales meanwhile, are focused on personal vehicles for on and off-road applications. By splitting the sales department into these two distinct product lines, we believe we've created waste. Of the 8 wastes of lean manufacturing, the 2 key wastes we've found are underutilization of sales staff and overprocessing of data. First, our sales staff is underutilized because staff are restricted to one product line. That means they lack confidence when selling into other product lines and may not know application knowledge and the product mix for the opposite product line. And finally, we may be missing opportunities if a customer calls and needs to speak to someone in a particular product line and that sales staff is unavailable. Additionally, we're having errors with overprocessing. First, training a new employee takes longer. Second, the sales cycle can take longer if the customer is waiting on a sales member from a particular product line rather than speaking to the first customer service person available. Third, each product line has its own database, sometimes with duplicated items between the databases, so you have multiple places to search when looking for an item. And fourth, some information may not be available in the database, but only in our ERP software. So not all of the data is available on one page. In order to overcome these wastes, we think we've come up with a solution. First, we'll cross-train our sales staff to serve both product lines. We've already begun this process with our latest hire of JJ, who's been hired to actually serve both product lines. Our first step to cross-training sales staff, we believe, will be to merge our databases into a single point of reference and have all the information available on one screen. We recognize that this is a big shift in the way our sales department has been set up traditionally, and there are some challenges that we're going to have to overcome. The first big challenge is buy-in from the product line managers, SP for retail and MM for industrial. In order to secure buy-in from these product line managers, we began with some personal interviews, which would help establish some of the concerns and how to overcome them. MM was mainly concerned with capturing all of the necessary information from the databases. There seems to be filters set up in both databases which could hide information, and so our first step will be to make sure that we have unfiltered all the necessary information. Additionally, SP was concerned about backing up old data so that we'd still have a reference to it should we need it in the future. I also interviewed JJ, who has just completed his sales training, and one of his big concerns was duplication within the system. As mentioned previously, some part numbers may exist in both systems, or similar items may exist but under different part numbers. For example, there are work trucks like the Ford F650 heavy-duty trucks. There have been times when this vehicle is listed in both databases with the same part number but with different pricing, or a separate part number with both products fitting the same vehicle cab. The merged databases, therefore, will need to create a notification when duplication exists. With solutions to these challenges established, the next step will be developing a communication plan for getting everyone on board. First, buy-in from product line managers has been established through interviews and one-on-one meetings. These will continue throughout the process. Secondly, the sales team will have a launch for this project during the department's weekly team meetings. The discussion of cross-training has been part of the weekly sales team meetings for the past 6 months, so this change is the natural evolution of those discussions. The weekly team meetings will also serve as a time for any new training required for the merged database. Finally, in the interest of open book management and group accountability, this project will be launched to the full company during the next monthly huddle. The weekly team meetings will also serve as a time for any new training required for the merged database. Finally, in the interest of open book management and group accountability, this project will be launched to the full company during the next monthly huddle. As SBP strives to continually improve and eliminate waste through the manufacturing process, the same should be done throughout all areas of the business. By cross-training the sales team and merging the two databases, SBP will have a more robust sales force with leaner processing. In return, the company will be able to pursue new opportunities and increase sales. With the support of the product line managers and sales team secured and a robust communication plan developed, we are asking for the blessing of the senior leadership team to put the plan in motion. We believe that this plan is necessary for continuous improvement, will create a more robust sales department, and streamline service to customers. All these lead to increased revenue, higher profits, and a better future for the company, and most importantly, better service for our customers. We thank you for your consideration.